Hello and welcome to UPSC Prep. If you want to prepare for UPSC when still in school, you are at right place because our channel helps school students to start prepare early and easily for UPSC. You must be aware that when UPSC prelims is objective type, mains is subjective, that includes language paper, essay paper, 4 GS paper and 2 optional paper. We will discuss more about it in upcoming videos. Friends, preparing from early stage will never hurt you. In fact, it will help you succeed just like most toppers who were determined to serve the nation and started their preparation to crack exam at earliest. One of them is Mr. Akshit Jain. We all know about him, second ranker in UPSC Air in just second attempt. Our channel provides information specifically for school students. Let's prepare early. Please like, share and subscribe for watching newly brewed content from UPSC Prep. No need to wait, let's get started. Today, we will cover 4 topics of UPSC syllabus from today's news articles. Our first topic is World Sickle Cell Day. Recently, World Sickle Cell Day was observed in India on 19th June 2020 to increase awareness about the sickle cell disease and its treatment methods at the national and international level. Now, we must understand what is sickle cell disease. It is an inherited blood disease that affect hemoglobin, which is most common among people of African, Arabian and Indian origin. People with this disorder have atypical hemoglobin molecules called hemoglobin S, which can distort red blood cells into a sickle or crescent shape. And this blocks blood flow and oxygen from reaching all parts of the body. You can read more about it in chapter 5 of class 12th biology textbooks. Now, let's take up related prelims practice question. With reference to the World Sickle Cell Day, consider the following statement. 1. The World Sickle Cell Day is being observed on June 19, 2020. 2. It is observed each year to raise public awareness about the sickle cell disease and its treatment methods. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Our next topic is public distribution system. It was recently reported that 14 states are yet to join the One Nation, One Ration Card scheme that will ensure all beneficiaries can access public distribution system across the nation from any PDS shop of their own choice. Now, what do we mean by the term public distribution system? Public distribution system refers to the distribution of food grains procured by Food Corporation of India through government-controlled ration shops among the poorer section of the society. Here, the food grains, sugar, kerosene oil and other necessities are sold to people at lower price than market price. You must have read about it in chapter 4 of class 10th economics textbook. Now, let's solve related prelims previous year question from year 2001. The prices at which the government purchases food grains for maintaining the public distribution system and for building up buffer stock is known as A. Minimum support price, B. Procurement price, C. Issue prices, D. Ceiling prices. The correct answer is option B, procurement prices. Moving on, our next topic is Sangam period. Recently, skeletal remains of a child were excavated from Keeladi excavation site, which is a Sangam period settlement that is being excavated by the Archaeological Survey of India. This site being excavated is located at southeast of Madurai in Tamil Nadu. Now, what is the Sangam period? Sangam period is the period from the 1st century BCE to the end of 2nd century CE in South India. 3 dynasties were ruling the Sangam era the Cheras, Cholas and Pandyas. The key source of evidence about these kingdoms is outlined from the literary references of the Sangam period. You must have read about all in chapter 2 of class 7th history textbooks. Now, time for solving related prelims practice question. The famous king of the Sangam age, Karikala, belonged to which dynasty? A. Cholas, B. Pandyas, C. Cheras, D. Satvahans. The correct answer is A. Cholas. Our last topic for today is National Disaster Response Fund. Recently, Finance Ministry has approved the proposal made by the Union Home Ministry to allow individuals and institutions to contribute directly to the National Disaster Response Fund. Now, what do we mean by National Disaster Response Fund? National Disaster Response Fund is a fund managed by the central government that was set up in accordance with the Disaster Management Act 2005 to meet the expenses for emergency response, relief and rehabilitation for any disaster situation. Its primary purpose is to supplement the funds of State Disaster Response Fund to facilitate immediate relief in case of severe calamities. It is monitored by Ministry of Agriculture and Ministry of Home Affairs. Now, let's take up related prelims practice question. National Disaster Response Fund was set up in accordance with the Disaster Management Act 2005. In this context, consider the following statement. 1. The fund helps to meet the expenses for emergency response, relief and rehabilitation for any disaster situation. 2. It is monitored by Ministry of Defence and Ministry of Home Affairs. Which of the statements above is or are correct? A. 1 only, B. 2 only, C. Both 1 and 2, D. Neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is A. 1 only. And with this, today we just scored total 8 marks in India's one of the most prestigious exam. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe for freshly brewed content.